athletes use intimidation to strike fear into their opponents. But for a quiet kid like Roosevelt's Meredith Burkhall, 1,422 career points and 755 career rebounds, both school records, will have to do.
I don't think people understand how intense she really is. She's very stoic. She doesn't do a lot of trash talking. I don't think I've ever heard her trash talking. She lets her game speak for her on the court.
And Meredith's game has plenty to say.
We are at Kingdom Hoops. I've been playing here since I was in 6th grade. When I first got here, I couldn't even dribble, or I couldn't even walk up the court. I was really clumsy, so just pretty much taught me everything.
Between winters on the school team and summers with her AAU club, Meredith began crafting her game year-round.
This didn't come overnight. A lot of this stuff that you're seeing now, this success, how she can dribble, how she play ball, is she has put in the hours. She has put in the work.
If it's something that she feels is a weakness for her, she would practice those things to make herself better, to make herself more comfortable with it.
But Meredith also had to get comfortable with her body.
We know she's tall, but we are tall too. So to us, she's average or normal.
Normal at home, maybe, but Meredith's rise to 6'4" turned plenty of heads elsewhere.
Meredith was probably 5'7", 5'8" in 5th grade, and there was a substitute teacher. The teacher thought Meredith was an associate in the classroom because she was so tall.
She got to be 6 feet tall, and then before we know it, she started adding on some inches there. So that's when it really kicked in when she got into high school.
Hey, 32 to 12. I've never had an athlete, boy or girl, that's ever worked as hard as Meredith Burkhall does. I remember when I first met her in 8th grade, she was talking about how she wants to play Division I, major Division I basketball, and she was going to do whatever it takes to get there. She's a center that can play all 5 positions.
At Roosevelt, I had to step up and play point guard there for a minute. I liked it. It makes me work on my strengths and weaknesses, made me do more things in games, harder to guard.
She's averaging 20 points a game against double and triple teams on a regular basis. She's somebody that found a way to do everything that's asked of her.
She got the handling skills of the ball, she got the shooting, and then her height was there. So when all those elements start coming together, it was beautiful to see that growth from her freshman year to her senior year.
And suddenly Mom and Dad weren't the only ones seeing it.
We saw Mare, she's a freshman in high school. We went back as a sophomore, and her transformation was incredible. The jump she made from freshman to sophomore year in high school. So we started recruiting her and spent a lot of time and effort doing that.
We could kind of tell that she just really was feeling the Iowa State program. And once we almost had to sign in blood, I think, that we weren't going to be up there every day. We could tell then that the Iowa State program had really elevated up on the list.
Our future plans include attending Iowa State University to play basketball on a cyclone.
A lot of times we lose some of our A1 talent, and they leave the state and go other places.
What's up, Coach? Thank you, guys. Hey, thanks for coming. I really appreciate it.
And for Meredith to decide she wants to stay home, that's really a kudos for her, that she can let her know that, hey, you can be successful right here in Iowa. You can go to a local university and still get your dream.
She wants to be challenged. She wants to be good. I remember the very first time we sat down and talked face to face about what her goals were, and she said, Coach, I want to be as good as I can be. And I said, well, you know what that means. And it's not all fun. There's work involved, and for some people, work is a 4-letter word. But for Mare, I think it's something that she really understands what she's getting into.
Get active, Meredith, get active! She actually sat down with me one time and said, look, I'm going to go to Iowa State, so you need to be hard on me. Hey, Meredith, this is the stuff that you and I have been talking about. What's your mark? You know what I mean? Yeah. Right now, it's not very much. When you get a player like that, you just kind of enjoy the moment of coaching her.
I like the relationships we make, the things we do, like outside of basketball. is just as important as playing, like especially in high school and AAU, you know, you travel a lot with those girls, and so you're around them a lot, so you're gonna remember that stuff just as much.
After years of emphasizing the fundamental over the fun, Roosevelt's quiet kid is poised to pursue her Division I dreams. Now, it's time for a new statewide audience to enjoy her high-volume game.
Whether you're an Iowa State fan or not, whether you're a fan of women's basketball or not, you're going to be a fan of Meredith Burkhall.
When she gets to the next level, she's going to be interesting to watch. Because in college, they don't double team. Because all the girls on the court are good. All the girls can score. So if you leave somebody open at college level, they're going to take advantage of that. So she's going to be like free. In college, like, where is everybody? I love you. Love you. Give me a hug.
Every parent wants their kid to reach their full potential and be the happiest they could ever be. And so as a mom, as her mom, I am overjoyed.